They told you being the nice guy would win her heart. They told you kindness, endless attention, and always saying yes would make you irresistible. If you're always the nice guy, people will use you. And worse, she might betray you. Stay till the end, because today I'll show you how to stop being the nice guy and start leading like a true alpha. Here's the cold truth. Being the nice guy is why you keep ending up overlooked, friend-zoned, or taken for granted. Women don't want a man who bends to every demand. They want a man who leads. A stoic alpha male isn't rude or arrogant. He's calm, grounded, and unshakable. He doesn't seek validation. He commands respect. And the difference between the two isn't in muscles, money, or looks. It's in mindset and behavior. If you've been stuck in the nice guy trap, it's time to break free. Because the longer you stay in it, the more invisible you become to the women you actually want. The first step to killing the nice guy mindset is learning to say no. Nice guys fear rejection so much that they agree to things they don't want, just to keep the peace. But every time you do that, you teach people that your time, your energy, and your boundaries mean nothing. A stoic alpha male understands that no is not a weapon, it's a shield. When you set boundaries, you filter out people who only want to take from you. You send a message that you value yourself, and in turn, others begin to value you too. Women respect men who protect their time and energy. They may not like every no you give, but they will trust you more because they know you mean what you say. That's how you start shifting from being her backup plan to being the man she respects and follows. The second key to leaving the nice guy behind is to stop seeking constant approval. Nice guys live for validation, whether it's a thank you, a smile, or a compliment. Without it, they feel uneasy, like they've done something wrong. But here's the harsh truth. The moment people sense that you need their approval, they stop respecting you. Approval seeking is like begging for emotional scraps. It kills attraction, trust, and leadership. A stoic alpha male doesn't need anyone's stamp of approval to know his worth. He operates on his own values and principles, whether people praise him or criticize him. That self-reliance is magnetic. It shows women and the world that your identity isn't up for negotiation. When you no longer crave approval, you stop playing the role of a supporting character in someone else's story, and you start becoming the main character in your own. The next videos will reveal even deeper secrets most men will never hear. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming. The third step is to set boundaries and actually enforce them. Nice guys avoid boundaries because they fear conflict. They'll say yes to things they hate, stay in conversations they want to leave, and tolerate behavior that slowly eats away at their self-respect. A stoic alpha male understands that boundaries aren't about being rude, they're about self-respect. When you clearly communicate what you will and will not tolerate and stick to it, you send a silent but powerful message. My time, energy, and values matter. And here's the interesting part. People don't dislike you for setting boundaries. They respect you more. Women find men far more attractive when they stand their ground because it shows strength, stability, and self-control. If you can't say no when it matters, you'll never have the power to say yes to the life you truly want. The fourth shift is learning to lead with calm confidence. Nice guys often hesitate, waiting for others to take the lead because they're afraid of making the wrong move. But that hesitation is exactly what keeps them invisible in the eyes of women and overlooked by men. A stoic alpha male doesn't need to be loud or flashy to lead. His presence speaks louder than his words. He makes decisions without over-explaining, he takes initiative without seeking permission, and he stays composed under pressure. This kind of leadership creates trust. People naturally follow someone who appears steady and certain. Women are drawn to men who can make them feel secure, not through promises, but through consistent action. If you want to stop being the nice guy, you have to stop being a passenger in your own life and start steering the ship calmly, deliberately, and with purpose. Here's the brutal truth most men don't want to hear. Being the nice guy isn't about being kind. It's about being scared. It's fear wrapped in politeness. You're not nice because it's your nature. You're nice because you're afraid to upset anyone, afraid to be rejected, afraid to be seen as the bad guy. That fear is what kills attraction. Women might smile, thank you, and even say you're such a good guy, but deep down, they don't feel that spark. Why? Because the spark comes from respect, not approval. A Stoic alpha male is still kind, but his kindness is a choice, not a survival tactic. He can say no without guilt, set boundaries without apologizing, and walk away without looking back. When you drop the fear, you stop performing for approval, and that's when people start respecting, following, and desiring you. The shift from nice guy to Stoic alpha starts with one thing: standards. Most men never define what they will and won't tolerate, so they end up tolerating everything. If you don't have clear standards, you're at the mercy of anyone's mood, demands, or disrespect. A Stoic alpha decides his values first, then filters everything through them. He doesn't try to fit into someone else's frame. He invites people into his. And if they don't fit, he lets them walk away without chasing. This isn't about arrogance, it's about clarity. Clarity creates confidence, and confidence is magnetic. When you know exactly what you stand for, you stop bending over backward for approval. Instead, you start attracting the right people and repelling the ones who drain your energy. Becoming a Stoic alpha isn't about playing games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about mastering yourself so deeply that you no longer need validation from anyone. When you operate from that place, you stop chasing, you stop over-explaining, and you start leading. People respect what they can't control, and that's exactly what you become. If this video gave you a new perspective, hit that like button. Share it with a friend who needs to hear this, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think respect is earned more through what you say or through what you do? Drop your answer in the comments.